Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the cards for the 27th of March 2017. Right, I was going to start this reading apologising this because there wasn't many readings last week, but I'm not going to. I'm going to explain why, but I'm not going to apologise. I'm going to stop apologising for stuff like this. Last week, I done the videos at the beginning of the week, and then I done my San Pedro experience and put the video up there. Thank you to everybody that has watched it and sent me messages. You know, I really do appreciate the messages of everybody, and I do appreciate you watching all of these videos. Now, I went to do the videos the following day, and Spirit said to me, "You've shared enough of yourself this week." That was quite a personal experience, you know, and I did just put everything out there. So Spirit told me to take a little bit of a break, and this is what I've got to lead on to here. I don't want to go too much into this, but I want people to understand a little bit. I have seen over this last couple of days, over this weekend, one of my favourite tarot readers on here on YouTube, who is an amazing guy, absolutely fabulous tarot reader. I've seen him nigh on have a breakdown because of the pressure that he is having, the negativity that he's having as well, and this is it's just not cool, and I am not prepared to let myself go down that route. I understand, you know, and I get messages of everybody, and I love them. Please, I do absolutely love the messages, and this is all part of it, the connecting. But I think what people need to realize, and this isn't everyone, so I'm sorry, it's just there's a few that actually do, you know, make me have to say things like this. This weekend, I have received on my personal Facebook, I have received messages, phone calls at 4:30 in the morning on Friday night, 6 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, and at about 12:30 on Saturday night as well. And this is people phoning me via Messenger, okay? That is not cool. There is no part of that is cool. I understand that my videos weren't up and people may have been worried about me, or people wanted to speak to me in some way, but I have to put boundaries up. I do these videos. I love doing these videos. I love connecting with people, but I also have a life as well. And I also have people around me that need me as well and need my energy. And what is happening at the moment is it's full on. So I will not be answering any emails on a weekend and any emails on a night time, you know. And anybody who is on my personal Facebook through Messenger, I don't add clients on my personal Facebook. That is my one little bit that is me. I will be blocking the messages, and I'm sorry I've got to do that. But, you know, I take my phone to bed with me, just in case anything happens. You know, I've had people being in accidents and things like that. So I need to be available for my people, for the people in my life. And when people message me on my work Facebook, on the Love Buddha page, that's great. On my email, that's great, you know. On my Instagram, that's great, because I then choose when I'm going to look at them. When somebody is actually calling me on my personal Facebook at that time in the morning, the first thing you do is you go to answer it. You think something's happened. And it's just, I'm sorry, I've seen this other guy has now had to stop doing the videos because he is that energetically like drained because of that. And I'm sorry, I'm having to say, please message me, but either through email or through my Facebook page, because otherwise I'm going to have to stop replying, and I don't want to, you know. So I hope you understand, and I hope you sort of respect as well that, you know, this is my work. I love it. I love connecting with you. I love being able to do this job, but I also need some Tanya time. And if I'm not doing the videos for a couple of days, there will be a good reason for it, and I will explain that when I come back. So please, could you just sort of, you know, take that on board a little bit, you know, because it is, I work on energy. Tarot readers or people like this guy who does put a lot into it. People like me, you know, we work on energy. And if you imagine a battery, and after every reading that battery goes down, And if we are not able to keep that recharged, then the readings aren't coming from a good place. You know, we cannot give as much as we would like to, you know. I am getting very, very busy as well, and people are getting in touch with me, and, you know, I'm getting quite a lot of abuse because I can't do the readings when somebody wants it. You know, I do keep emergency readings every single day, Monday to Friday. I keep emergency appointments. So if somebody wants them, they can pay and have that appointment. But if I've told somebody 2 weeks ago that I have an opening for this week, you kind of get in touch with me today and say, you told me there was a space there, I want that. My readings are booking up very, very quickly. And you know what, 99% of the people I deal with, you are amazing. And I absolutely, you know, I'm so grateful, and I love the connections we have. There is a little bit, as soon as I can't do and jump when they say jump, I get a barrage of abuse, and I'm sorry, I'm not prepared to put up with that, you know, because, and that will spoil it for everybody, you know. So please be mindful that, you know, other people, not just me, be mindful in life that other people have stuff going on as well. You know, it's really actually got me this weekend. It's actually got me quite down, quite questioning why I am doing this and if it is worth it. And I don't want to get to that point, you know, because I do feel there's a lot of people get a lot out of these readings, and I want it to stay like that, and I want to be able to give. But, you know, I am not prepared for somebody to come and take when I'm not offering, you know. Nobody can take my energy, and, you know, I'm sorry, I just really have to say that. So, right, back on the cards, and I must apologise, you know, for having to say this, but, you know, it is just not cool, you know, phone calls at that time of the night. So anybody that is on my personal messenger, please don't take it personally, but everybody is having to be blocked on that. And like I say, if you do contact over a weekend, then, you know, you will get the reply on a Monday as well. Okay. Right. Okay. So back to the cards. I'm so sorry about that. The deck I'm using this week is the Stretch Tarot. I'm going back to this. I actually absolutely love this deck. And this is, you know, I thought, right, okay, I'm going to use them today. So the card that I've picked today, bizarrely enough, is the Eight of Swords. And within this deck, it's called Interference. Now, this card, what this card means, and I'm starting to feel it already. This card means being trapped, okay? Feeling like you are hemmed in, feeling like you are being trapped. Now, when somebody is trying to take your personal energy, this is what you can feel as well. And if we have a look in this card, we have this cage and we have the birds in. Now, the first thing I got when I picked this card up is a caged bird doesn't sing. And, you know, I'm not trying to make this a personal reading, but I am a free bird, and if my wings are clipped, I lose who I am. So if I am feeling trapped and if I am feeling like that, a caged bird doesn't sing, I won't be able to do these videos. So, you know, that's fitting for here. But if this is a reading for you, it's not for me, you know. But this is what I'm saying. When you are feeling trapped, this is when you're sort of, I can't do it, you know, and you want to run away. You want to actually get away from that place where you are feeling captive. Now, within this, what I'm getting as well, I'm getting a real feeling of not being able to breathe, feeling like I'm sort of suffocated, feeling like I'm fighting, you know, looking for a way out. So if any of you are feeling this is what's coming in. And it's sort of like somebody has, I feel within this, it is down to somebody else. There is a reason why you are feeling trapped here. And I feel like it's like somebody else has bound you in a way. So I'm not getting spells there, but I'm like, I bind you, you know, often within spell work. And if somebody's doing something wrong, you can say, I bind you, that you can't do, you know, you can't do negative again, you know. But what I feel like this, it's sort of like somebody has put tape around the door, or somebody is stopping you from actually going where you want, and somebody is cutting off your freedom, I'm feeling with this. And this may be through emotional manipulation, because the swords within this card are actually sort of trying to pierce the heart and trying to pierce the solar plexus. So I feel within this, somebody is trying to paint a picture that you are free, but you're not, if that makes sense. I'm getting here. And they may be coming across as charming and as if they're doing you a favour. But what I'm getting with this is for their own gain. And it's like they're trying to make you look the other way so that you are thinking that this is, you know, it's, I don't know, real strange. It's like they have a plan. They have a blueprint on what they're doing here. And it's like you feel pretty helpless. You feel like your hands are tied, and you can't actually get out. Now, what I want to say with this is you can. You just have to stand up and say no. Exactly what I've done. You know, boundaries need to be put in place, and these are healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries help you to go forward, okay? If we have boundaries up that are that big that we cannot go forward, then we are trapped. So there's a big difference. And healthy boundaries, they come, when you put healthy boundaries up, this is not a way of control. This is a way of stopping somebody from having control over you. So this is what this card is saying as well. It's like somebody's wanting to cut your speech off. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your hands tied behind your back, you know. So I really feel that there's a lot of manipulation around with this card at the moment. And it's like somebody could be using something that you've done in the past against you. This is it. And, you know, well, you can't go out, you can't do that because, you know, 20 years ago, you actually done this. You know, this is it. It's ridiculous. And what I want to say with this card is I really want to strip down to the bones of this. Actually look at the core of this situation and see that you can actually get out of this. You are not trapped. Nobody can keep you somewhere against your will. And this is what I'm feeling. You may feel helpless at the moment, but what I'm getting with this is I really feel if you look at the core of the situation, you will realize there is always a way out. So you might be not thinking it at the moment. Somebody might have grabbed you that down, your energy is that low that you feel you can't move forward. Okay, you feel this is where you're trapped and this is where you've got to stay. No, you don't. You can just, you know, I'm getting in my head there. What's that Gloria Gaynor song? Go on now, go, walk out the door. You know, and that's it. You know, you can walk out the door because you're not welcome anymore. Yeah, this is it. Anybody who was actually taken from you, anybody who was trying to take your freedom from you, you know, to take your voice as well. Like I say, I keep getting this caged bird doesn't sing. I feel like there's somebody who is feeling that they're above you and they're trying to keep you down. It's like they're trying to push you back down, you know, but this is not cool what I'm getting here. Not at all. And what I'm getting with this is it's like you have accepted it for this is the way things have to be. They don't, you know. If your soul and your spirit is being quashed, then you need to actually find somewhere and find a way out where you can actually find your wings and you can find your voice and you can be free again. But yeah, it's like this is really, really bizarre. It's like somebody has boxed you off in some way I'm getting here. And again, like I say, I'm getting this feeling like I can't breathe. It's like somebody's trying to mold you. They're trying to mold you into somebody that they're saying that you should be, or you are feeling like you've got to be something that you're not, you know. You are free, you know, you are free. Everybody has this right to be free. So please do not let anybody control you and keep you stifled, you know, keep you enclosed. This is what I'm getting, and I'm not liking the feeling that I'm getting here, you know. And like I say, this is coming in as interference, and it's saying that this is over, you know. There's somebody's trying to exert their authority over you in some way. This could be a boss, this could be a partner, this yeah, and like it's you are wanting approval, so you are actually going along with this. And this card is saying stop it now, you know, because this is not doing you any good, you know. And when you feel caged like this, it can suffocate you, you know. It can keep you, it can keep you like you're in a prison. And we have this life, and we have this life to be free. And if you remember, people are only put into prison when they've done something wrong. And what I'm feeling with this is you have done nothing wrong, you know. If we look at that card there, it's like you haven't done anything wrong. You have done nothing to deserve this behavior. And, you know, this is a time to actually free yourself and see that there is a way out there. Don't like that card at all. I really, really don't like the feeling that is coming in with that for some reason. I don't know why. I just don't like it. It's not pleasant at all. So then the Osho card that we have is sorrow, and this is the 9 of Swords. So this is what's coming out, and this is because you are getting. This is what's coming after, because you are feeling trapped, feeling caged in, feeling not free, feeling like you have to conform in some way. This is leading you to you feeling sorrowful, you know. And what it's saying here is, you know, that this pain is unneeded, but you are allowing it to carry on. So this is saying, you know, like, instead of making things hard on yourselves, you know, try not to focus on this misery. See a way out of it, you know. Use this as a transformation. Use this to break free from any chains that are tying you, you know. Because pain, if you are feeling pain because you're locked in this cage, pain is telling you that something's not right, you know. So this is trying to tell you to be more alert, to be more aware as well. And this is saying, you know, the guy in this, if we have a look, it's like there is a gap between him. He looks like he's hemmed in, but he's not. It's sort of like, they're like elevator doors, you know. If he sort of pushed his hands in, it's like they would move away. And we have the stars there as well, you know, which the stars are the hopes and dreams. So this is saying that, like, you know, this suffering that you are feeling at this moment, you can get away from this, you know. You can get away from this. And it's about actually making the move. At the minute, it's like he's give up. You know, he's not even looking, he's not even seeing that way out. And all he needs to do is turn around, you know, turn around there. Now, within this card is about Ananda, and Ananda was a disciple of Buddha. And he was at Buddha's side for like 42 years. And within this card, it's saying, like, when Buddha died, you know, he was sitting weeping. And, you know, the other Buddhas or the other disciples sort of chastised him and, you know, said he was wrong for crying because Buddha died absolutely fulfilled, and that he should be rejoicing. But what he said with this is he wasn't crying for Buddha. He was crying for himself because he stayed by Buddha's side for the whole time. He didn't attain anything, you know. He sort of done the right thing and kept along his side and, you know, was a good boy there. Nice little pat on the back, you know. So this is saying that, you know, he was feeling the pain and sorrow for himself. And when he realized that he could have left at any time, you know, then this is when he was enlightened. So I feel by being caged like this is leading you to a time of transformation. And you need to experience this pain that you are feeling in order to make you realize that this is not what you want, you know. But if you stay there, you are enabling this and you are allowing this to happen. And you might actually turn around and become the victim and just say, oh, well, this is my life. You know, it isn't. you can get up and you can make the changes at any time. So this is not a card for self-pity. This is a card to say, if you are feeling like this and feeling this caged in, the pain that you are feeling around this is telling you that you need to actually go and walk out that door. So it is making you aware that this is not right and this is not cool. Now, the Colette Baron-Reid card that I picked for today is Imagine. And Imagine is actually in the protection position. Now, what this is saying is, it's like you've given up. You know, your thoughts are going to where you are trapped. You know, there's fear around this. We've got the moon. You know, when we have a look at it like that, it is, look at that. It's a much beautiful card. It's like an enlightenment. It's, you know, it's, look at it. It's gorgeous. When it's like that, it's saying, you know, that there is light there. You just have to rise up and actually say, enough. You have to start thinking like within the law of attraction. You know, if you are putting up with something, you are allowing it. And your thoughts are, this is it. That is not it. You know, you deserve to be free. And when this is turned round, it is such a beautiful card. And this is when you can make your dreams reality. But at the moment, you are focusing on the way things are. But you're also allowing these things to be the way they are as well. You know, so this is telling you, rise up, take a stand, you know, fight for your freedom and walk out that door. If you are feeling trapped anywhere, you say no, okay? Put some boundaries up. Put some healthy boundaries up and do not let somebody control you. You are not a dog. This is it. We keep animals caged up, you know? And this is the feeling that I'm getting from this. You know, it's like you're not well, I'm just getting there in my head. What is it? It's the Elephant Man, you know? Yeah, I'm not an animal, I'm a human being. And every human being deserves the right to its freedom. But people will mock and ridicule, you know, and people will put demands on you that will keep you stuck. And that is not cool. You know, it's not cool at all. So you need to stop this. And you can rise up and you can actually say, no more. That's enough. You know, so this is really about freeing yourself as well and not letting people, because once we allow people, once we give people this little bit leeway, they then see that that is actually normal. So then they will come in and they will take more and they will take more from us, and then we have nothing left to give. And this card is saying, stop any interference that is coming in your life, that is causing you sorrow, that is causing you to not think about your future, to not think about your hopes and dreams, you know, because I do feel this is coming from somebody other than yourself, but you are allowing it in some way. So I hope those cards made sense. I'm sorry, I really don't like the feeling of them today, but that is what's coming out. And, you know, if you are the person that is keeping somebody else trapped, really think about that, because it will come back and bite you on the arse. And I'm telling you that, you know, it will. You know, if you have somebody there and think, all right, I've got them, and you're using control or manipulation to keep them there, you know deep down that, you know, they're not yours, because you're having to cage them to be there. You know, whether this is work colleagues, whether this is whatever, you know, if you are using some sort of control tactic to keep people there, then that is because you know, how much better is it to have somebody there because they want to be, not because they're forced to be, you know? So there's resentment on both sides here, and that needs to stop for both parties involved. So, not the nicest of cards to start the week, but hey, this is, you know, that's the way the cookie crumbles, isn't it, you know? If anybody would like a reading with me, please get in touch. This week I only have emergency readings available this week. So if anybody wants an emergency reading, I can do them. I have got emergencies this week, but I'm now pretty booked up a week to 2 weeks and in advance. The readings are going up on the 4th of April. The 4th of April is the new tax year. I'm not doing this from a money point of view, because, you know, this isn't about the money. It's about the love, and this is why I do them. But I'm having to do this to actually keep it where I'm not getting built up, you know, when I'm not getting all of this build up. So if anybody would like a reading before that, before the prices go up. I think it's nigh on 2 weeks, isn't it, before the 4th of April. Please get in touch and we can get you booked in, you know, and then you still get them at the same prices as what they are now, you know. So I'm sorry, today I've been the bearer of bad news, haven't I? But, you know, these things are, you know, there isn't anything else I can do. You know, this is what I've got to do. And like I said, it's disturbed me massively to see this other reader on YouTube go through what they've gone through recently. I seen it a while back, and I seen it, and I mentioned to one of my friends, and I said, I can see where that's going. And like I say, you may think I'm harsh, you know, you may think, all right, okay, I don't want to watch it anymore. That's fine. You know, everybody has their prerogative, but I am not prepared to let that. I do this out of the love of it. And once it turns into hell, you know, and I'm there for every single one of you, and I try to reply to every single message that I get, but it's got to be in my time as well. Okay? So I really hope that you understand that, and you know, I hope the love's still there, because this is all coming from a place of love. It's not meant to be, I don't want to be a mega bitch or anything like that, you know. I just want to carry on being able to be me and have the energy that I have. And like I say, you know, it's I don't like to feel owned. I had one somebody messaged me the other day, and I didn't reply back because I was doing a reading at the time, you know. And when I give a reading for somebody, you get my full attention with it. And then they demanded, you better get in touch with me. It's like, whoa, really? You know, so like I say, most of you are absolutely, you know, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you and I'm so grateful for you and everything. But you know, and even the people that are demanding, they're in their own headspace. I get that, but it's like, you know, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be controlled. And if you say jump, I am not going to say how high. Okay, so sorry, but that's just the way I am. So if anybody would like a reading, please get in touch. The links are below. Thank you as well to everybody who feels it in their heart to donate as well. You know, it is massively appreciated. And hopefully I'm back tomorrow with some loving thoughts and some absolutely wonderful cards for you as well, because I don't know, I feel like I'm a bit of a school teacher today. I feel like if I'm being right, everybody's been getting wrong, and please, I don't want to feel like that, okay? But I really think that San Pedro thing has made me a little bit less tolerant of the bullshit. You know, that's what I said to my friend the other day. I'm like, do you know what I mean? I'm less tolerant of the bullshit, I think. But yeah, I hope this has made sense, and I hope you all are still there tomorrow to listen to the cards then. Okay, I'm sending lots of love, and that is genuinely meant. And I hope you get where I'm coming from. Okay, Satnam.